Video games. You can be anyone you want to be and play with people around the world. They help people solve problems and learn about the world they live in. However, they can also be dangerously addictive and violent. So the question is, are video games good or bad for young adults? Video games can negatively impact young adults. According to Officer Lankus,
I think that you need balance. If you're only doing video games and you're not socializing in a traditional way and having friends and, getting outside and doing other things, then your perception of what is real and not real may change or may become distorted. I think that if you do anything too much, you're going to obsess over it, and it will change the way you do other things.
We also spoke to Call of Duty engineer Bat, who elaborated on some of the negative impacts of video games on young adults.
I agree, right? I think games are a great influence for students and kids and young adults. But again, there needs to be a limited use. I believe that the same with even with social media. Right?
While there are negative effects of video games on young adults, they are not necessarily the cause of violence.
I don't believe that video games cause somebody to be violent. Crime occurs because a person has the desire to commit that crime, they have the opportunity to commit that crime, and they have the ability to commit that crime.
Some people even believe video games help young adults solve real-world problems.
Like there are even cases where people who play video games are so good at problem solving, that they can actually solve real-world problems.
Not only do video games help kids problem solve, it educates them about real-world experiences. Bat grew up in India and did not learn about the world wars in school. He claims that video games helped educate him.
I actually did not know about a lot about some of the world wars, So these also act as a kind of a way to really experience, not too real, but kind of experience what a mindset of a soldier would be.
So do video games have a psychological effect on young adults?
So do I think that there is a psychological effect? I do. And is it a bad thing? I don't think that it is a bad thing. I think that we should all be competitive and try to win and try to succeed, but we should do it in many different ways, not just through video games.
So, are video games good or bad for young adults? Just like everything in moderation, they can be both educational and positively entertaining. But without balance, they can become dangerous to a youth's well-being. So, it is up to you.